What's up, guys? I just got out of the movies and I'm very excited to talk to you about two things. For one, I just saw the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and it was awesome. But more importantly than that, I want to talk to you about the app that I'm using called Movie Measure. Now, I've talked about this app in the past. I'll link my original video down here in case you guys want to go check it out. I'm pretty stupid because I should have been using this all summer long because I'm seeing a lot of movies. And if you're like me who go to the movies very often, Movie Measure is something you probably want to look into because you'll get paid to go to the movies to check the trailers. As you know, are the things that play before your movie starts. So real quickly, I'll walk you through what you can expect if you choose to do Movie Measure. First thing you're going to want to do is arrive to the theater a little early. That way you can get everything set up on your app and you're not rushed. Get to the ticket booth and ask to speak to a manager. When you speak to the manager, let them know that you're there to do trailer checks. There's an official little document that's going to be inside of your app that you can show them. Most people are going to look confused. Some people are just going to say, okay, no problem, dude, just go do your thing.
No, you're all good.
If you're not actually going to be watching the theater, I normally just stand off to the side of the entryway. You got full view of the screen. You can check to make sure everything looks good, check the sound quality, and then just start doing your thing. Inside the app, it's going to have you confirm which movie you're there to see. You let them know if it's standard, 2D, 4D, if you're in one of those like amusement park seats where they like shake you up and spit stuff on you. And then from there, you just follow the other simple checks. It's going to ask you what's the stadium capacity. You can always go to the website of the theater that you were in, but most of the times when you first walk into the theater, there's sometimes like a little plaque above the door to the left of the door, and it'll tell you how many seats are expected. If not, just roughly count. It's not that big of a deal. Also, as you're going in or sitting in there, check and see the types of people that are coming in because they're going to want to know how many men came in, how many women came in, and how many children came in. It's a Shazam-like button. It'll start listening to the trailer and it'll then pop up and say, is this the trailer that we're hearing? You say yes. As the trailers run, they're going to say, what was the response? Did people say anything? Did they stand up and cheer? And you just want to put those responses in the theater. The Blue Beetle movie trailer had an issue with the sound. As you guys can see, it said it couldn't find it. I just tapped it again. It picked up on another part of the trailer and it was able to locate it. If that happened, you can always hit manual. It'll show a list of all the trailers that should be playing. Just select that and you can keep going. After you watch all the trailers and you confirm that the visuals look good, the last thing it's going to have you rate is the sound. Was the overall sound quality throughout all the trailers constant, or was one jumping up or down, or if it had too much bass? You just want to document all that inside the app. And in case you're wondering, you do not have to start the check at the very beginning. You can hit that audio scanner anytime the trailer is playing. It should recognize the dialogue and then it'll give you the trailer poster to make sure that it's reading the right movie. Now on the step card, the manager's signature is one of the first things that it asks you to collect, but you can get that at the end. I just normally like to make my presence known and speak to somebody just to let them know why I'm probably going to be jumping in and out of movie theaters so they don't think you're just like movie hopping. But even still, I think it's a good idea to make contact with the manager because some locations are going to have a sign-in form. And I think when I went to go do the Lion King, it was a AMC theater. They actually gave me a lanyard, which allowed me to move in between the theaters without being questioned. From there, it'll just scroll through all the trailers you checked just to make sure you didn't miss anything. You say complete, and then it's going to ask you, do you want to add any more trailers or any more assignments to this run? Which means you can just pause it there if you were like me watching the movie, and when you get out, you can go do some other trailers, or you can say, no, that's it. And from there, you go find a manager. You need a manager signature for the screen checks. Thanks, man.
Thanks, boss.
Appreciate it.
How was everything today? Good?
It was great. Have them sign off on it, and you hit submit and you're done. Now the concept of this is very cool, but let's get into the pay. So for every movie trailer set that you screen, you're gonna get $10. So for that screening that I just did for the Turtles, I got $10 for pretty much going to the movies. The cool thing about this is the theater that I go to, I always get my tickets directly from their official site. I don't use anything like Fandango, although you probably get some perk points from going through Fandango, but I got a complimentary ticket since I come here so much, and I got to see this movie for free and got paid $10 for sitting there and watching the trailers. In any other instance, this was pretty much probably cover the gas or a little bit of the ticket if you were going on a regular day. If I was going to go see this movie without this movie trailer situation, this is how much I was going to pay for it. I think it's about $14, but as you guys can see, complimentary ticket took care of that. Now, while you're at the theater, you can do other trailers. But that's where it kind of gets into the downside, which if Movie Measure ever watched this, I do hope you guys change this. Every other trailer that you choose to do in that cinema, you're only going to get $2. I don't know why you won't bump it up to $5 or just give us another 10 for that, but hey. Now, if I was to go to another location checking trailers, the first initial check over there would be 10, and for every additional screen that I do over there would be $2. I was actually going to stay and do another trailer check for the Turtles, but I got out at 3:45 and the next Turtle show was going to be at 3 o'clock, and that was the only trailer checks that Movie Measure had for today. I know the Meg movie is coming out, so when I go see that movie, I'm more than likely going to do some movie trailer checks on that as well. Now, back in 2019, another thing that I didn't like about it is that you only get paid every month. So I reached out to them before I even signed up for this and say, hey, you know, times are changing. Have you guys changed? changed, and they confirmed that you still only get paid every month. But rest assured, when I did it back in 2019, you guys can see here from the screenshot, all the movies that I did check, I did get payment for each one of them, had no problem. Quick little insert, guys. I held off on putting this video up because I wanted to make sure that the payment actually is processed. So as you guys can see, on August 31st at 7 o'clock, they paid me for the 3 trailers I went in and reviewed. So it's legit. And currently, you only get paid through PayPal. If you have any beef with PayPal, that's just not your jam, this is the only way they're gonna get you your money. Now, this will only be for new releases. Once you sign on to become a screen agent, you'll go to the Movie Measures website. You can search it by that month to see which movie is gonna come out, and then you can just select the movie you wanna do. If there's a particular movie that you know you wanna go see, like I wanted to go see the Turtles today, I just typed in Turtles, and as you guys can see, all the Turtle movies came up, and I just picked the theater that I was gonna go to. And aside from just doing the trailer checks, those cardboard stands that you guys see when you walk into the theater, you actually can get paid to do those. I think you actually get paid $20 on up to build those, because some of those can be a little complex. But either way, you're going to get emails and sometimes text notifications letting you know when those assignments are available. And guys, do not feel pressured to do any of these assignments. I haven't gotten any messages from them recently, but when I first started, they were constantly texting me, telling me about new promotion, new theaters I can go build, those things that are even do trailer checks, to the point where I just have to block them. So just do what makes sense for you. And I feel it really only makes sense if you're actually going to be going to the theater, and this is just something to do along the way. So as you guys can see from the movies that I've seen already, I would have been up $60 because I've seen a lot of movies, actually 70, because I saw Mario Brothers at a different theater that's not here. So I would have $70 already. That would have covered most of my trips to the movies. I started this process at 2:06 and ended it at 2:16. $10 for 10 minutes of work. Oh, and I forgot to say, be sure to track your miles on the way to the movie theater, because this will be a business trip. And if you're actually going to stay and watch the movie, keep your receipt in case you buy any of the expensive ass popcorn, and you can write all this off on your taxes. But if you guys have any more questions that I didn't cover in this video, please leave them down below. I'll do my best to answer all of them. And if you do already do Movie Measure or thinking about doing Movie Measure, let me know, because I would love to know what your experience is. I'm definitely going to be using it from this point on. I don't know why I stopped. I'm always at the movies. Well, 2020 happened, so that is one thing. But now that the theaters are back open again and I'm in the theaters quite often, I will definitely be using Movie Measure. If I find anything else that I think you guys might be interested in, I'll be sure to let you know and make a video. And if you want to see that, like this video, and don't forget to subscribe, because how would you know I made it if you're not subscribed to this channel? Until then, guys, I will catch you on the next one. Peace.